Now to the boys' bowl final. Botany Downs College will be up against Francis Douglas. And the starting lineup: Elijah George, Quentin Hill, Corne Ludic, Caleb Nyantachi, Johnny Sanft, Tommy Weed and Armani Wright. The rest of the squad there listed as well for Francis Douglas: Jackson Sinclair, Isaac and Jacob Ratumai Tavuki Nipkins, Joshua Hopkins, Jordan Roylance and Mason Porteous, joined by Mairinga Lapo. That is the starting lineup today. Josh Hamilton, the coach of Francis Douglas, assisted by former New Zealand and England 7's player Warwick Lamert. John Samuel and Scott Martin looking after Botany Downs College. And great to see Botany Downs here as well this weekend, playing for silverware. Francis Douglas, very much an established rugby school. Botany Downs, a newer school in the Auckland region, southeastern suburbs. FDMC in the all red, Botany Downs in the dark and Cambridge blue. Sam Fellows, the match official for this one. Francis Douglas produced some fairly good footy players, including your old teammate Conrad Smith, Mills Muliaina, to mention 6,000 Barretts. And the restart is good. Maybe a hint of a knock-on, not called. Back into the hands of Ratumai Tavuki Nipkins, but no, the knock-on is now called. And Botany Downs will get possession.
Yeah, it was a nice kick-off, wasn't it, from Sinclair? Nice and high, give his chasers the opportunity to get up and contest. Unfortunately, in their case, they just knocked it on.
Let's make sure we're biting onto hooker, lads. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Armani Wright to feed the scrum. Does so. The ball's out quickly. Good hook. And Botany Downs now from inside their own 22, trying to test this Francis Douglas defence on the outside. Beautiful burst of pace as well. Heading down the left with one to beat. And Quentin Hill steps. Quentin Hill with the offload from the deck. Could this be a try? Yes, it will. What a try that is, scored by Tommy Weed.
Wow. Wasn't that show of pure speed? Hill, Quentin Hill, he looked like he was running out. Ran around his opposition and off he went. Still had plenty to do. Cover defence done well, and Weed was just on the inside, supporting well. And great hands. So Botany Downs, first on the board.
That is some toe shown by Quentin Hill. Great support line too, Ken Laban, from Tommy Weed.
It was actually tremendous defence as well from Francis Douglas. Just too much speed and good support play. Good to see young wingers prepared to take their opponent on the outside.
Yeah.
Final is Howard College.
Corne Ludic was chasing up on the kick. And Francis Douglas now will have possession. Heading to the left, Josh Hopkins was playing halfback. They'll rely heavily on players like this. Jacob Raitsumai Tavuki Netkins. And he concedes a penalty.
Just there. Keep pushing.
At least his brother does. And now they're on the back foot again. Francis Douglas. Botany Downs tracking back. Sizing up the defensive line. Straight over the ball they go. They'll win the turnover. No, says the referee. Off the feet.
Yeah.
Wowee.
A bit unlucky.
Quentin Hill. They'll need to keep tabs on him in this game. Now picked up by Wright. Wright. A settling play. Tommy Weed, try scorer, looks wide, finds a player, Corne Ludic.
Will it be yellow? Yes. Okay.
Ludic sets again. Some consternation from the refereeing team on a potential card situation here. As Wright looks wide, finds Hill again. Quentin Hill steps, gets the pass away. Botany Downs will go over again. Try scored by Johnny Sant.
2 red. Number 2. Number 2. Yeah. Tip tackle. Yeah. Go.
Yellow card for Isaac Ratumaitavuki-Nepkins as well. That is adding to the woes.
Yeah, well, he's protesting, and there's merit to that. As we go look at this try with Hill going down the sideline, opts to pull out a little bit. The support. Just going back to that yellow card, I think the referee's got the numbers wrong. It was actually number 10 that did the tip tackle.
Oh. Really? Really? That looks refreshing.
Yep, no release there. Just there. Yep.
Good play from Francis Douglas, straight up the middle of the park. Was there a knock on? Yes, there was. Mason Porteous will be called back, the captain, but some good construction involved on that play.
Yeah, just nice little chip kick over the top there. And just got a hand to it. Porteous. Fortunately enough for Botany Downs, we get a scrum just outside their 22.
Just here now.
Right in the middle of the park.
Not the first player in a red jersey to contentiously lose a ball forward.
Crouch. Bind.
Are you still stirring that up, Ken Laban?
Saw a
Same
little
time,
opening.
boys.
Fomenting dissent amongst the Tongan community. Proud Tongan community.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
22 is in fact Elijah George. Armani right now in jersey 21 for this game. And he feeds the scrum. Taken out. Collared and collared pretty well. Now Mairinga Lapo trying to do something. Francis Douglas have really struggled to get inside Botany's 22. Now they will. Here's Lapo. He's on his own mission. And he is over the line for the first try of the day for FDMC.
Yeah, great bit of nous. I think he released the ball. And Botany Downs just thought he was tackled. But he got back up, picked it back up, and showed a bit of strength to get over that try line.
Half a minute, and you got about 10 seconds on the kick.
Here we go. And he releases the ball right there. And Botany Downs just caught napping. One-on-one. He's done a pretty good job.
Pretty good nudge as well. Great seat from the sideline. Francis Douglas now pull it back to within 5. Kick made by Jackson Sinclair. Mairinga Lapo, the try scorer. Great awareness from him. Bear in mind too that they've done that with one in the bin. Still a player sideline for Francis Douglas, and that one is knocked on by Botany Downs. It's losing a bit of shape here. They'll need to keep their wits about them. This Francis Douglas team can score at will.
Yeah, crucial mistake, Scotty. And this will give Francis Douglas an opportunity.
Propers. Yep. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Botany Downs trying to exert some pressure at scrum time. Now into the hands of Ratumaitavuki-Nepkins, puts the kick through, and the bounce is good. What a score that is. 2 minutes in the bin and back for 5. Isaac Ratumaitavuki-Nepkins gets a crucial score for Francis Douglas.
Well, it was great awareness, wasn't it? Great vision. Nice chip kick over the top and to regather and get the bounce. Ratumaitavuki-Nepkins. Great try before the half.
Conversion is good as well. That is some individual brilliance from that man right there. Fresh back from the sin bin. But all will be forgiven after scoring that try. 14 points to 12. Francis Douglas take the lead into the break.
What's defense?
Right, boys. What are they trying to do to us on attack?
Take it wide.
Take it to one man wide. Yeah, and so what should we be doing if they're spinning it wide?
Getting high.
Getting high, okay? And using our softy. Try not to bite in, okay? try to push him to an edge and put him out. I don't want to see someone bite in, okay? All good? Yeah. Keep going though. Well done.
From me, kickoffs when they kick to us. Comms up. Heaps of good chat there, but we're starting to drop off, okay? Just keep the comms up, keep it. We need the ball as well. Yeah, we need to maintain that ball. Unlucky on those 2 tries, but hey, we're still in this game, boys.
What a wonderful thing for these kids to be coached by young men and young women who understand the game so well. It's a great life lesson. You've got a guy like Warwick Lemert giving you instructions here. We'll pay to listen. The man's been on the biggest stage in the game. And we look around, all the coaches, the likes of Gus Ledger and Mike Legg, and Hothams, Sam Rash with Scots College. Now, these are all guys who have been there, done that. They understand the game so well, and these kids are privileged to have people volunteering their time to help them out on this tournament.
Exactly. Tawha Yoasa at Hastings Boys as well, Scotty. Ty and Tassessa Lavere at St Kitts and Kings. Really overseeing the next generation of kids coming through our system. We are very blessed with quality coaches.
Kickoff is made by Armani Wright, and it's high and it hangs, and Francis Douglas come up with the pill. To Maitavuki Netkins, straight up the middle of the park. This time it's Jacob with the chip and chase. He says, anything my bro can do, I can do too. Inside the 22 he goes, gets the penalty. That'll be a card. A lot of cards today.
On the line.
It's like a casino out there.
Just where you are, man. Yep.
I got to be honest, I think cards are harsh in 7's. I've seen a lot of cards for talking back to the referee today. That's an ego play, that. It's the biggest tournament of the year for these kids. Let them play. Josh Hopkins. Back for right to Mike Tavuki Netkins. That was Jacob. Now here's Isaac. Keeps the ball alive. Back to Porteous. Porteous, the captain. Out the back to Lapo. Oh, Lapo! Beat it! He has run over a dude.
Mairinga Lapo. He just tucked the ball under his right arm and said to himself, I'm going to go straight ahead. Here he goes here as he gets the ball. Boom. And I'll give an offload too.
Unbelievable maturity, really, for kids at this age to be able to do that. Bump off the first defender, pass in the tackle of the second, leaving an easy finish for his teammate. Lapo, power, presence and skill, all there.
The girls from Sacred Heart just played their bowl final. Didn't come on the right side of the ledger on that occasion, but they still look happy about it, and as they should. Also pays to note that selectors are here all weekend to pick teams at both under 17 and under 18 level for girls in preparation for the Youth Olympics. Amazingly, though, that won't be the same for the boys. No boys programs at Youth Olympic level, which is a bit of a shame, and so is this for Botany Downs as Josh Hopkins extends the lead again with another try.
Yeah, Hopkins just got enough, done enough on the outside
15, yeah.
after this wonderful take. And he just used his right arm, fend, to get away from the opposition. Here we go.
Oh, great kick too to convert as well as we have a look at Josh Hopkins. Wonderful seed, just slipping inside the left-hand upright. You know, the Ratu Maitavuki Netkins boys really are the heart and soul of this team, aren't they? They are creating from nothing all the time.
Oh, and some of the chip kicking.
There again, competing for the kickoff. That time it was Jacob. Back for Botany Downs, however. Nancy Davids was the man who gained possession. Now Philip Murray Stowers. Nuggety kind of player, earns the penalty. Quinton Hill. Hill's pass goes astray, goes behind the player. Armani Wright having to scoot back and pick it up. And his pass Not the flashiest, but effective enough. Porteous, though, wraps up his man. Help over the top from Roy Lance, and they win the penalty on the turnover play.
Yeah, great body position, wasn't it? They're in the turnover.
Here's Sinclair. Drops it down the back. Lapo again. No one wants to touch him. No need to run over anyone that time. He's just run around them all.
Yeah, and well deserved, Lapo. He's already scored one. Came from a penalty. And he got a little wee offload there. Left foot step and away he goes. Wonderful try from Francis Douglas. And I tell you, Scotty Stevenson, you mentioned the fact that this team's going to be named after this. The tournament team will be named also. And how tough is that of a job for the selectors?
Well, it's an agonising task, as it is every year, to try and find a tournament team. That Condor's tournament team will be a part of the World 7's tournament. Here again at Sacred Heart on December 16. Plenty of representative teams on show, including this year Canada and Japan, who are sending teams, and that's in front of the kicker. Davids floats one over the top. That's a great ball from Davids. And what I thought was a clear run to the line was shut down pretty quickly. Fini Fuaki. Is Murray Stowers. And he holds the pass up beautifully as well. That's a good try. Jack Sinfield goes over for Botany. Just to show that they can score.
Oh, nice bit of skill there from the big man. Let his winger loose.
Quickest conversion of all time taken, succeeded. Here's Murray Stowers. Look at that, beautiful.
Even a goose step.
Whenever you're ready.
Why wouldn't you? Now the trick kick, and it does pay off. Fini Fuaki absolutely cleaning up Ratu Maitavuki Nepkins. Botany Downs looking for the lead, and they get the runner. Jacob Jackson, jersey number 9. David's waiting for the ball. Gets the penalty, kicks it ahead, and he'll have to come back to the mark, probably fortuitously for him. Davids. 31-19, last 30 seconds of the game. Here's Armani Wright slipping through the tackle. Botany Downs not done with yet. Armani Wright will turn, look for the quick conversion. Takes the kick, and that one's away. 31 now plays 24. Converted, try to level things up.
Yeah, they've upped the tempo, haven't they? And they need to get this off.
It's the last play, boys.
The last play, ref's just caught, so they need to get the ball back.
Back live, as we saw the end of that Armani Wright try. Now Francis Douglas, straight through the middle they go. Ratu Maitavuki Nepkins cut down. Botany comes up with a turnover play. Tackle needed to be made and was, and the penalty will go as well. Nathaniel Peters getting himself tangled up. Davids. Fini Fuaki looking for a fend, and he's taken, but not before the ball is passed back to Davids. Davids now waits for the runner. Good defence, cut down. Not held as the call. Murray Stowers doing a good job of standing his ground. Botany Downs, they need a converted try. Fini Fuaki down the left-hand touch, one to beat for him. Now he's away. Needs to go as close to the post as possible. And we could be heading for extra time. Francis Douglas have taken their eye off the ball here. They had this game sewn up. And this conversion will send us to overtime.
Well, he needs to take his time here. The ref said before, it's the last play. He's got to make sure he gets it over.
Be extra time, boys.
And he does.
31 points apiece, the game finishes. We'll have a 1-minute break before we go to extra time. That is some comeback from Botany Downs.
Well, it just goes to show, Scotty Stevenson,
No, swap sides.
3 quick tries in the last 2 or so minutes, and you're back in the game. It's what 7's can do to you.
Started the game, so they kick as well. Yeah, golden point. First points win. So either a shot or a try.
Golden point rules apply here. So the players just get the 1 minute respite and they are back into it. Francis Douglas with a kick-off.
So we've got about 20 seconds, boys. Just hold it.
Still 20 seconds remaining in this wee breather. Geez, you'd think you'd want to take it, don't you?
I would.
Get me off, coach.
Okay, time on, boys.
Golden point is on. Francis Douglas with a kick-off. Davids drops the ball cold. Oh dear. Francis Douglas will get the scrum, no advantage. Defence now. Botany Downs on their own 22.
Yeah, you got a feel for Davids. He was instrumental in the comeback for Botany Downs. No, sometimes the easiest balls to catch are sometimes the hardest ones to keep a hold of. And that time he just took his eyes off the ball at the last minute.
Crouch. Bind.
We've had some extra time threats today, but this is the first golden point game of the day. Certainly in our televised schedule at least. Ratsumaita Fuki Nepkins goes straight through, cuts through the ball. Isaac gets the job done. Francis Douglas leave a trail of Botany bodies behind them. And Isaac Ratsumaitavuki Nepkins, who has been impressive all weekend long, comes up with the golden point try for FMDC.
Wow, he showed plenty of gas. Straighten up a little bit, right foot step. Shows a little dummy and fist pump in the air before he puts it down. Nice try and the win.
You only need to know winner, eh?
So 36-31 the final score. Francis Douglas from New Plymouth take the bowl final over Botany Downs of Auckland. And what an exciting game that was. Still plenty more to come as our coverage of the 2017 Condor National Secondary School Sevens continues. Take a break from the commentary box and welcome back Ricky Swanell.